If your thoughts and feelings somehow have an effect on your outer world, and you're reacting to the same people at the same place at the same time in the same circumstances, then you're actually reaffirming the same reality because you're thinking equal to everything that you know. So that in order to change that, we have to begin to be greater than our environment. And being is how we think and feel. So when people begin to practice this, they're not so quick to give their power away to the person or condition in their life, because the stronger the emotion you feel from some problem or condition in your life, the more altered you feel inside of you, the more you pay attention to the cause. Well, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So you're giving your life force, you're giving your energy away to that person or problem that you could be using to heal, that you could be using to create a new future. So then teaching people then how to self-regulate and find the present moment and settle their body down from those unconscious programs or those emotions that they're conditioned to. That's the work. And so then when you start lowering the volume to those emotions and you're doing the work and mastering yourself in some way, as you begin to change your emotional state, you're not going to be thinking about that person or problem, and you're going to begin to take your power back. And it literally begins to build a person's own electromagnetic field. Now, they have energy to heal. They have energy to create a new future.
Unfortunately, it usually takes tough times like crises, illness, or loss for people to rethink their lives. This is part of being human. It's that moment when nothing seems to make the pain go away, not texting, not socializing, not even material things like cars or clothes. In this tough spot, it's like a wake-up call for the soul. You might not feel like yourself anymore, and that's when change can begin. It's a moment of reflection, where you can see how you've been thinking, acting, and feeling for years. This idea is called metacognition in neuroscience, stepping outside the usual patterns. Now, the better approach, according to what we've seen and believe, is to be guided by a vision of your future. You don't have to wait for external things to change to feel better. Instead, you can uplift your mood every day by focusing on your future goals. It involves creating a clear image in your mind and combining it with positive emotions. Through meditation, you can train your brain to maintain this elevated state, feeling like your successful future has already happened. This way, you're not stuck in the old idea of waiting for something external to fix your internal emptiness. Instead, you actively elevate your state, becoming more aware and conscious of yourself even when things get tough. So imagine waking up every day inspired by the future you dream of. The key is sticking to that vision and not letting anything or anyone pull you away from it. That would be a successful day. However, many people give up on their dreams because making them happen requires doing things differently, thinking, acting, and feeling in new ways. It's way easier to stick to the same old routine. Changing, though, means stepping into the unknown, and that can be uncomfortable. Some people prefer staying in their self-pity rather than taking a chance on something new. They'd rather dwell on their past than focus on their future. But it's crucial to fall in love with the idea of your future rather than clinging to your past. Think about those moments in life when you made a firm decision and felt a powerful emotion. That choice and emotion created a lasting memory. Replicating that process every day aligns you with your desired future, and your biology starts changing accordingly. One big myth about change is that people believe their thoughts and behaviors are fixed, hardwired from past experiences. In reality, you can change your beliefs by consistently focusing on a new vision. Sometimes, people meditate multiple times a day to reinforce their belief in a better future. Another myth is waiting for external circumstances to change before you change. True transformation begins within. When you start changing inside, you'll see changes outside. Instead of being a victim, you become a creator of your life. It's about taking responsibility and investing in yourself to shape the life you want. Imagine a world where everyone embraces this mindset. Consciousness would experience a profound shift. Changing your beliefs, especially about yourself, is a two-step journey. First, it's about making a decision with strong determination. You need to generate more energy than your brain's usual patterns and your body's emotions. Remember those moments when you felt a powerful emotion and decided to change something? That decision becomes a memorable, life-altering event. Now, when you decide to change, you're challenging your body, environment, and even time itself. Your body is like a super smart spy, predicting your moves. If you're not serious about change, it won't get the signal to gear up. Imagine you're on the couch, surrounded by all your favorite things, saying, "Tomorrow, I'll change." Your body, being precognitive, won't buy it. It's waiting for a real commitment. So, changing your state of being involves clear intentions and elevated emotions. You've got to believe in your future more than your past. This isn't a one-time thing, it's about keeping it up, creating an explosion of positive energy. When you start this change journey, you might notice serendipitous events, things falling into place. That's when you realize, hey, something inside me is working. Your energy changes, your life changes. Now, some people get the theory, they understand the concepts, but they doubt it'll work for them. This is the make or break moment. You've got to step onto the field, not just watch from the stands. It's about proving it to yourself. Some committed people do this every day, showing up for their self-improvement game. They're not just doing it to heal, they're doing it to change fundamentally. But hey, it's normal to slip back into old feelings sometimes. You get caught up in the emotions of the past. The trick is catching yourself, changing your emotional state, and getting back on track. Some dedicated folks do this multiple times a day. They understand that emotions signal genes, and they're using that power to shape their future. It's like becoming the director of your own genetic movie. Your mind is a powerful player in your life, and sometimes it gets unconscious, like when you have automatic thoughts or reactions. You might see someone or do something, and suddenly you feel a certain way, usually connected to the past. Your body, not knowing the difference, goes back to living in that past emotion, and your actions and thoughts follow suit, all happening without you even realizing. Now, changing this means being greater than your surroundings, your body, and time itself. Your thinking brain, the neocortex, is like a snapshot of everything you've ever learned or experienced. Your brain has different networks for all the people, things, and places in your life, each with its own associated emotion. When you encounter similar situations, your brain automatically triggers those emotions, pulling you back to the past. So to change, you need to be greater than your environment, to think, act, and feel differently in the same situations. Changing involves consciously deciding not to slip back into old habits. For example, if you're going to a place that triggers negative feelings, rehearse in your mind how you want to think, act, and feel. Remind yourself enough times so it sticks. It's like preparing for a mental game. If you want to change, remind yourself how you won't think, act, or feel, and then practice it in your mind. Keep rehearsing until it becomes a habit. If you slip up, it's okay. Tomorrow's another day. When you're back in your life, declare that nothing, no person, place, thing, or circumstance will make you budge from your chosen state. If you can maintain this mindset throughout the day, watch out for unexpected, exciting surprises. That's when you'll realize your internal change is making a real impact. And that's when the game gets really thrilling. Your mind has a special door to the subconscious, and it opens twice a day. In the morning, when you wake up, and at night, when you go to bed. During these times, your brain waves change, creating a bridge from your conscious to your subconscious mind. Now, the key to making changes in your life is getting beyond your analytical mind, the part that thinks and analyzes. See, only 5% of your mind is conscious, and a whopping 95% is subconscious, filled with programmed patterns. If you try to change using only your conscious mind, it's like being outside the system. So what you need to do is learn to slow down your brain waves, move beyond the analyzing part, and enter the subconscious operating system. That's where you can rewrite your mental programs and make real changes. Don't worry, learning this isn't a big deal. It's pretty simple. Here's a trick. Instead of reaching for your phone right away in the morning to check messages and social media, try something different. Before diving into the known world, take a moment. Remind yourself that change requires being greater than your body, environment, and time. Resist the automatic urge to start your day like a robot. Instead, sit down, calm your mind, and ask yourself, what's the best version of me today? Consider 2 thoughts, 2 memories, 2 behaviors you want to change, and 2 emotions you want to shift. Stay aware of them throughout the day. It's like taming the animal within you, deciding when to get up and not letting cravings or old habits dictate. Imagine going inward, forgetting the outer world, and focusing on the present moment. Ask yourself how the greatest version of you would think, act, and feel. Rehearse these changes consciously, like a mental rehearsal, until you become good at it, even with your eyes open. This way, you become the director of your own mental movie, creating the script for a better, more intentional day. Keep practicing. Imagine starting your day not by grabbing your phone and diving into notifications, but by taking a moment to set a positive tone for the day. Instead of being dragged out of bed by your phone, decide to stay put until you feel a positive emotion. Ask yourself, can I stay in this positive state the whole day? Now, if you slip into unconscious habits during the day, don't be too hard on yourself. At the end of the day, reflect on how you did. If you went unconscious, don't worry. Tomorrow is a fresh start. It's all about practicing and repeating these conscious choices to make a real change. Once you start noticing synchronicities and positive coincidences, it becomes less about a routine and more about enjoying the magic happening in your life. It's not a have to anymore, it's a want to, because you're creating positive outcomes. That's something to be proud of, and our community loves embracing this journey. Now, you mentioned being pulled out of bed by your phone, and that's a common struggle. Imagine waking up excited for the day, not feeling like you're on autopilot. It's about changing those automatic habits, and it might seem challenging at first, like learning to snowboard without lessons. But with time and practice, it becomes enjoyable, even rewarding. The key is realizing that change can be enjoyable and fulfilling. We've seen people in our community experience a heightened state of joy, measured through brain scans and heart rate variability. It's not just about avoiding pain or fear, it's about reaching a state of ecstasy, feeling connected to something big within yourself. And when you hit that sweet spot, you stop searching for fulfillment outside because you realize it's been within you all along. It's about finding wholeness, where you no longer feel a sense of lack or separation. We've discovered techniques that help you relax your heart and awaken your brain, leading to a state of wholeness that feels incredible. Keep practicing and you'll get good at it. Remember that every conscious choice you make has the power to shape your reality. By embracing the magic within you, You're not just changing habits. You're creating a life filled with joy, synchronicity, and boundless possibilities. Now imagine waking up each morning with excitement, knowing that the day holds endless opportunities for growth and positive experiences. It's not about perfection. It's about progress and the incredible journey of self-discovery. If you found these insights valuable and believe in the power of conscious living, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. Join our community of doers and change makers committed to creating a life they love. But let's not keep this magic to ourselves. Share this video with those you care about, those seeking inspiration and transformation. Let's build a ripple effect of positivity and change. Your journey matters, and so does theirs.